Their recommendations took into consideration the full scope of the food cycle and the full range of potential benefits, from improving public health to strengthening the local economy. What they came up with is the first of its kind in the nation, using both zoning and tax incentives to bring more grocery stores to underserved communities. And we should all be incredibly proud and excited that the fresh zoning initiatives are about to be passed by the City Council on Wednesday. The FRESH program has become a critical part of our efforts to create good jobs and promote nutrition in our city. But more importantly, it's given us a forward-thinking model for even larger efforts. So today, I'm proud to announce what I believe will be a bold new initiative for our city. One that will be a major focus of the City Council in the coming months and inform all of our work over the next 4 years. Over the next 6 months, we'll be developing a long-term, comprehensive plan for our food system. One that is healthy, sustainable, and economically vibrant. We're calling it FoodWorks New York, because it's about using food to put New Yorkers to work and finding ways to make food work for all of us. We're going to reevaluate and redefine every step in New York City's food cycle: production, processing, transport, retail, consumption, and post-consumption. To help us develop our plan, we'll start by passing legislation that will require every city agency to report back to us and the public on food-related measures. This data will help us set ambitious but achievable goals and better coordinate efforts across all levels of city government. At the same time, we're going to be having conversations with a wide array of experts from the same sectors we successfully tapped in our Supermarket Commission. All of this work will culminate in the spring, when we'll present our final FoodWorks blueprint. That blueprint will help us achieve 5 clear and critical goals. 1, improve our city's food infrastructure. Too much of that infrastructure is outdated and inefficient, which costs us jobs and damages the environment. That's why we need to begin making key, targeted investments, creating better links between the city and upstate producers, and making sure we have a smart redevelopment of Hunts Point. Our second goal, create new and better jobs in the food industry. We need to attract more food industry companies to the city, like we're doing with the FRESH initiative. And we're going to find creative ways to help expand local manufacturing, like we're doing with our kitchen incubator, and like we could do with the wash-cut bag facility for the Department of Education's lettuce. We talk a lot about getting people food so they can feed their families, and that is a good goal. But now, let's use food to get people jobs so they can afford to feed their families. Goal number 3, keep more of our local food dollars in the local economy. Food sales and food services in the 5 boroughs constitute a $30 billion market. But only 2% of the fruits and vegetables coming through the Hunts Point market are produced in New York State. We can change that through state legislation allowing the city to prioritize local producers. We can also expand our farmers markets and our CSAs and encourage more wholesale retailers and restaurants to use regional products. And when we send more dollars to our local farms, we need to make sure they're being used to pay good paying jobs. It's high time for New York State to protect the rights of farm workers. Our 4th goal, reduce diet-related diseases like obesity, heart disease, and asthma. 58% of all adults in New York City are overweight or obese, and more than 500,000 New Yorkers have been diagnosed with diabetes. We can fight this epidemic by bringing healthier foods to low-income neighborhoods and making sure that they're affordable. We can enroll more New Yorkers in food stamps and WIC. We can get more children to take advantage of the free meals in schools. We can invest in nutrition and cooking education for New York City families. Now, our final goal is one that's sadly often overlooked when thinking about food policy in New York City. We're going to reduce environmental damage from production, transport, and consumption of food. We can help get more food transported into the city by rail instead of truck. We can expand urban agriculture through community gardens, green roofs, and urban farms. We can create programs which allow restaurants and homeowners to more easily compost their food scraps. These are just a few examples of the ways we can begin to meet our 5 goals. Improve our infrastructure, create jobs, strengthen our food economy, reduce diet-related diseases, and protect our environment. In the next 6 months, we'll be looking for even more ideas and announcing new and exciting proposals in FoodWorks New York. We'll especially be looking for initiatives that can be done at little and no cost to taxpayers, and I believe in many cases these initiatives will actually save New York City taxpayers money. And we'll be counting on each of you to help us dramatically change the way our city looks at food. With FoodWorks, we'll make sure that food works for our economy, that it works for our environment, and that it works for our health in New York City. Because the next time I see one of you, I want to be able to say that we are creating thousands of new, good-paying jobs. I want to tell you that we are protecting the health of our children and that we are improving our air quality and supporting our local farmers. I want to tell every New Yorker that we have a real vision for the future of food in our city. And I want to tell them that when we had the opportunity to use our food system to make their lives better, well, we took it, and we took it for all it was worth. So thank you all for being with us today.